We know that Sundays are when most people do go to church. They do have service on Wednesdays and Saturdays here at my church that I go to. But Sundays are the most very popular day, 9 to 11 o'clock services. They also have a 5 o'clock service on Wednesdays and on Sundays. And God should be important to you, all of us. He is in our lives. We might not be able to see him, but he is there. He knows everything we do, whether we do good or bad. He forgives every single one of us and everything that we do. God is forgiving, and I believe that every one of us should forgive each other as God does us. I don't know if anyone knows that phrase that what would Jesus do? I'm just a believer in that, because you shouldn't treat people badly if you don't want to be treated back so bad. It just depends on how badly do you want God's forgiveness. Do you be baptized? Do you want to be saved? I do know that when you fast, you bring the Holy Spirit close to you and you're closer to God. It's more personal. Fasting, it doesn't have to be starving yourself like a lot of people do think so. Fasting is taking like something, like for instance sugar, or if you like a Pepsi freak like I am. I fasted a couple of times with my church. You can fast for the whole 21 days. The longer you fast, the stronger the Spirit is in you. And you do get answers. You do see results in whatever you're fasting for. The same as fasting is when you pray. You shouldn't be like greedy to do it on your for yourself, for your own. God will reward you in his way. He sees that you're doing good. You should pray and fast for your children and for other children. For your children is just the closest to you, for family members. If you do, people that pray, that ask for forgiveness of you, all about you all the time, that's not right. You need to expand your prayers out to other people, to your neighbors, to your children, to your family. And therefore, in the long run, you will see results that God will provide for you. And fasting also can transform your life. I have did it. I have did Pepsi. I have successfully went without it for 30 days, and then I couldn't take it anymore. I had to break the chain and drink a Pepsi. When I read a book on fasting because I didn't understand it, because I personally did think that it was starving yourself, and I didn't think that was right. And then a lot of people think that, wow, how cruel is our God? Why is he like this to us? But on all reality, that is not so. I think that everybody should go to church. In order to believe in God, you do not have to go to church. There are programs that you can stay at home with. If you get involved in a church, you can get into activities and have home groups, pastoral studies at your house. I just don't believe that one should be pushed into it. I think that if people see the good works that happens in a church, that they are obviously going to think, wow, I want part of that, and start finding a church to make your home church. I do believe that you should go to one church. You can go to various churches to figure out which one, but I think that if you decide to take that path, you should pick one to make your home. As a child growing up, I was raised in a Baptist church. But now I just think that a non-denominational is the best. They don't control you. They don't. I think it's your will to live for God and not be pushed into it. That's the bottom line.